Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of misty morning and focus. You know, I love that bergamot, guys. So good, so good. The peppermint little zing. Anyways, I hope you're joining me today with your cup of tea, or maybe a cup of me, whichever one it is, hanging out, just talking tech, talking video, talking photo, whatever it is. So today is going to be a photo video day and tech. I think it's going to be a combination day. Kind of interesting. We're going to be talking about this brand new or up and coming Kickstarter, and it is a Polaris, and it's by Benro. Now, you know Benro, they make like little gimbals, they make tripods, they made all kinds of basically photography and videography tools. And they've been around from, I think, 1995, somewhere on there. So they've been around for a bit, but they're doing this Kickstarter. That's one of the reasons why I'm even talking to you guys about it, because we've seen the Kickstarters that have come and gone that have just didn't work out, and a lot of people lost money, and I'm not a fan of that, right? So I don't really talk about them very much if they feel a little bit iffy. This one doesn't. So before I get into it, I want to say that if you haven't downloaded my ebook as of yet, go check it out. Go over to JCristina.com/ebook. Once again, JCristina.com/ebook. 10 tips at making tack sharp images. There's something there for pro-ams, for amateurs, for professionals, something for everyone. Download it. It's free, right? That's about the best price you're going to get, free. Once again, JCristina.com/ebook. So before I get into this story about the Polaris, which I think is awesome, I want to say that a sad day has just transpired. These days seem to be happening more and more often. This time it was a magazine of about 45 years has gone, once again, as I always call it, the way of the dodo bird. I think it's March is going to be their last issue. It's a really popular Canadian magazine, and it's called Photo Life. And a lot of you have probably seen it. I've seen it on my newsstands for many, many, many years. Very, very good magazine. But it's very difficult for these magazines to stay afloat because people today consume here, right? On YouTube, on Instagram, through the web, basically. That is where all of the consumption happens, and that's where a lot of the marketing goes. So if the marketing money goes towards the internet, let's say, or YouTube or Instagram or whatever, they're going to have less in their budget to be able to do physical, real world, let's call it marketing, something tangible, an advertisement in a magazine. I could tell you from my past experience, I've had very little success with magazine ads. And I've done magazine ads that are full page, half page, quarter pages, and even the full pages that cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. When we look at the ROI is just simply not there. The return on investment is not there. You spend a lot of money for very little return. So I can understand why they went out of business. And I think we're going to see a lot of publications slowly go out of business, not just in the photography realm, but right across the board. Just as I predicted, the conferences were going to slowly go away. And that is what has happened. Now, of course, the virus has made it even quicker for this to happen, but it was kind of, the writing was on the wall for many, many years. Anyways, if you enjoyed reading through Photo Life, that will not happen any longer. And if you want to get those magazines now, go pick up whichever ones you want that are still not out of stock that you can grab and just hold them for nostalgia purposes. Anyway, so today is going to be that Polaris day, and we're going to be talking about this gimbal combination. I guess you would call it an electronic or smart tripod head. So what drew me into this product was the possibility of astrophotography. Now, if you guys haven't watched it, like about, I don't know, 5, 6, 10 videos ago, you'll see that I did a live broadcast with a really great guy. His name was Ken, out of Australia. He is the moderator for the astrophotography channel on our community Discord, our creative Discord. So if you want to check that out or check him out, go to community.JCristina.com. Once again, community.JCristina.com, that creative Discord server. It is really quite awesome. And astrophotography is his bag, and he's amazing at it. Anyways, we were discussing astrophotography, and he was giving tips and tricks on how to do it, basically. So when I saw this, I'm like, wow, this is something perfect. Well, the price might not be perfect, but let's just get into what it is and what it can do. And I think what it is, or what it can possibly do once it comes out, is really spectacular, to be honest with you. Anyway, so you have the ability to change all of your settings and look at your preview and do this anywhere using Wi-Fi or 4G or whatever. So that is fascinating to me, because that's great, because let's say you're doing some astrophotography and you're inside your warm car, but you have your setup outside and it's extremely cold or whatnot. You're able to adjust things and watch what's going on from the comfort of your car, or maybe the comfort of your house or your studio. I do like that you can do things remotely, because I think that is fantastic when you're doing long shots. So doesn't matter if it's a time lapse of some kind or photography or whatever, to be able to have that communication and make those changes on the fly is really great. And those changes include anywhere from ISO to your shutter speed to the position of your camera. So it's really quite interesting. Now, that electronic gimbal, when you combine it with the smartphone, is really where you're getting this power. The idea that you could control those angles as well as all of your settings, and then download right from your camera right into your car that photo or video, is pretty cool. I mean, it makes things a lot easier, right? So how does Polaris do this? Well, it uses its built-in AI. It has a 64-bit ARM processor that's running Linux, guys. You know how much I love Linux. So it's running its own operating system. It has its own processor, so it takes nothing away from the camera itself. Everything is built into that head unit, and that is it. It has built-in Wi-Fi, built-in 4G. It has a built-in GPS as well as gyroscope and compass. So it has a lot of power in a very small unit. And now, having its own operating system and using a 64-bit ARM chip, it has a lot of processing that it can do also to be able to get things exactly right. It's going to have brushless geared motors. So what does that provide? Well, it gives you a higher torsion as well as precision means of movement. All right, very, very accurate. And the unit's going to be able to handle a camera up to about 15 pounds. So you'll be able to throw on your DSLR all day without having to worry about it not being able to function properly. Also, the motor is supposed to be extremely low power, and when they're not being used to move the camera around, they're not on at all, drawing zero power. So supposedly you're going to be able to use this continuously for days. That's just amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Now, it is that IPX6 rating, so that it is waterproof, water resistant in an aluminum body. So that's really good. So if you are taking a long, let's say, time lapse and it starts raining, you don't have to worry about it. Or you're going to be near the ocean or a lake, you're not going to have to worry about that misting either. You want to clean it off because salt will definitely rot everything, but you won't have to worry about the water, which is really nice. So what is this unit good for? Well, it will be a time-lapse beast, obviously. You'll have complete control of where the camera is pointing at any given time during the entire time-lapse. If you want to jump into the camera, you can see everything that the camera is seeing right from your phone, and you can make micro adjustments right there on the fly on the phone itself. Or you can pre-program it and leave for an hour or two or even longer and let it do its thing. Also, you'll be able to do gigapixel images. Why? Because you'll be able to set it to take multiple shots in different quadrants and then later on stitch them together, which is great. Also, the unit is going to have a built-in solar tracker. What does this mean? Predetermine exactly where the sun will be at any given time before it happens. So you can go through the entire time frame of, let's say, 5 a.m. all the way up to 6:30 a.m. and see exactly where the sun will be. So you can get your shots right before the sun's even there. Also, it will have a built-in star tracker. This goes back to the astrophotography that is just, to me, it's a love. I think that it's just so incredible to be able to take the night sky and then later on it looks something like this and you're like, I didn't see that. Was that really there? Yeah, that's the Milky Way, which is really quite just, it's awe-inspiring when you do it. Anyways, you'll be able to do this because it has a built-in star tracker. So you can tell it to track star XYZ or constellation XYZ, and it will track the location of it during the course of a specific time frame. So you can take 300, 500, 1,000 shots and then later on stack them if you wanted to. You don't really need to do that many, but I'm just saying you can, and it has a precision to it which is unbelievable. The unit is supposedly going to be so extremely precise that it'll be able to, for example, in the course of 2.5 seconds, move 0.01 degrees. Why is that important? Well, those numbers equal or equate to the rotation of the Earth per those 2.5 seconds. So you won't end up with star trails. You'll get perfect dots in the sky for every single star. That is cool. Now, the price is a little bit expensive, in my personal opinion. If we come down here, we can see that the cost would be, or the very baseline to get in, $599. So it's not cheap. You figure $600 to get in on this Kickstarter. So that's $599 is for their base time-lapse model. Now, if you wanted the Astro version so that you can do astrophotography, you're looking at about $699. So this is not cheap. This is a very expensive unit, and it goes down from there, $699, $1,299, and so on and so forth. So you can get similar type of units already for cheaper for astrophotography. But I do like the total, or in totality, control over this unit. I do also like that it has a 64-bit ARM processor in it that's running Linux. So I'm going to guess you'll probably be able to download apps into it later on after the fact, or do updates to that software, which is really amazing. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention and see if it's something that you like. Is this something that you would be interested in? Do you think the price might be an issue? Just so you have an idea, they originally were looking at pledges of up to about $25,000, $26,000 is what they were looking for. As of today, instead of $26,000, they have now hit $1.8 million. So this is a project, this is a Kickstarter that will definitely come to pass. You will get your product. I would say 99% chance. Number one, you have a really good company that's been around since 1995. And number two, you have backing like crazy, almost $2 million of backing. It will definitely happen. So if you're interested in it, let me know in the comment area below this video. Let's have a discussion about it. Also, astrophotography. We're going to be getting together with Ken in the not too distant future, where we're going to allow you guys to decide what Ken points his telescope at. Everything is remote, so he'll be in the comfort of his home, but he'll be able to point that at any star system in the Southern Hemisphere, and we'll be able to see it live. And I bet a lot of you will find that interesting also, so stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to the channel as of yet, please subscribe. Also, click the little bell notification button here, so when I go live or when I come out with a new video, you will be notified of it. Also, don't forget, JCristina.com/ebook. Grab my ebook. It's free. 10 tips at making tax sharp images. And when we're done talking here in the comment area below this video, go to community.jcristina.com. Once again, community.jcristina.com. Like I said before, that is our creative Discord server. You can find Ken, one of the moderators over there, in the astrophotography area, and a ton of other channels over there on that creative Discord server. Also, if you want to contribute to the channel, click the little join button right below every one of my videos, 450 videos or so, and you'll become a member of the channel. You can give $1, $2, $5, whatever you want a month, and I will be able to give you guys perks for doing so. That would be much appreciated. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you and me over the years, and hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me and my family. That would be awesome. Also, for making it to the very end of this video, use promo code YT20 at checkout. Once again, promo code YT20 at checkout, and you'll get 20% off everything in your shopping cart. That's it, guys. I'm out of here for yet another vlog. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe and stay healthy.